Hi guys, this is Nate with Reach 3D Printers. The next 3 minutes is just going to be me talking about this specific print. This is a very challenging print. This was designed to challenge a 3D printer in every way possible. Okay, so don't expect this to be flawless and perfect. What I'm showing is some posts and a dome and gaps on the bottom left with some holes, and so you'd measure the accuracy of your printer. Domes can be difficult to get a really smooth edge, and that is actually a cylinder with a dome insert. That's a spire. Spires are some of the most challenging things to print, especially with a Bowden tube. There's going to be back pressure that releases and kind of oozes out. That little piece there is because when it jumps over to print the spire, it comes across and there's ooze. Typically it can be broken off pretty easily. It's not too difficult, but perhaps after it's done printing. Now, I think the biggest drawback on my printer design is a second fan for cooling. This is 2 hours into the print. I'm printing at it's going really slow right now. That's probably like 10 millimeters a second, but it only reduces speed because of it requires 10 seconds per layer. So anyways, those are different angles, and you can kind of see where it droops and what possible problems, what it can handle, what angle. The inside of the dome looks pretty good for the most part, but you can see the very top of the dome is having some issues, and the nozzle is actually pushing against plastic. Now the heat from the plastic has curled it up slightly, causing it to lift into the nozzle. If there were two fans, one for the part and one for the cool end, that wouldn't be a problem, which you could just put any kind of desktop fan. Those are little pieces of ooze that kind of squeezed out as it crossed. Those can be snapped off super easy. Hard to see, but that's a pyramid between the spire and the cylinder. That pyramid came out really clean. I'm trying to get a good show of it. Over on this side, this is an hole through. Again, I think with proper cooling, just a little more air blowing on the part, you could clean up that. So I'll show you how easy it is to snap this off. And there's a couple flicks of it, and just about there. And you can see how tiny this print is. It's actually really intricate. Those are in millimeters, so those overhangs actually came out really well. Again, I think better part cooling would help prevent sag from bridging across that. Those are called bridges. That's a pretty lengthy bridge over there on the 16 millimeter, I think. Otherwise, separate little cylinders. Those came out pretty good too. Or cylinders, pylons. I'm not sure what they'd be considered. Stone hinges. I think that's about it. The top should finish here in a few seconds, and it's done. Now, the top of that dome didn't come out super clean, but with a little cleanup, it came out pretty decent. A couple shots just to show what's up. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I demonstrated some details. Again, this is a super challenging print. None of these features will come out perfect on any printer. It's designed to push the limits. Thanks, guys.